upgrade, vSphere upgrade. Okay. Very, very important interview point of view. If you can clearly explain this topic during the interview, that you will have good chances of being selected. Okay. vSphere upgrade. If you want to upgrade your entire vSphere platform from one version to another version, let's say 6.5 to 6.7 or 6.7 to 7.0, what are all the pre-checks that we need to do? Then a technical upgrade process, post upgrade checks. Once you upgrade, you need to verify whether everything went well or not. Okay. So if you can answer them all these three things, definitely you will have a good opinion when you during the interviews. Okay. So now tell me, what are the components of vSphere? When I say vSphere, what are all the components I need to upgrade? vSphere means what are all the components?
CPU, hard disk,
No, vSphere.
components, this, this, Mhm.
vCenter, ESXi, I mean, client and virtual machine component.
Okay. So vSphere means vCenter, ESXi and virtual machine are the important components. So VMF is later thing, it's not a problem, but in the interview they will ask this one also, and even day-to-day job you have to do this one also. And order is also very important. vCenter should be first upgraded even during the installation. First you have to install prepare the vCenter, then ESXi, then virtual machine. Even the upgrade process, we need to follow the same sequence. vCenter, ESXi, and virtual machine. Okay. When you're upgrading, you need to plan accordingly. First vCenter, then host, then virtual machine. VMFS is last thing you can do anytime. Okay. But this also you need to consider upgrading it from one version to another version. Okay. Completely from one version to another version. Now, as part of this upgrade, first we should know how to upgrade vCenter and what are all the things that we need to consider before we upgrade vCenter. Okay. vCenter upgrade. Now, you need to collect the current version and compatibility with other integrated products. Okay. So when you are planning vCenter upgrade, these four steps are very, very important. Even first two or first three are enough. Fourth one is not mandatory, but you should know all of them. In some other point of time, you should be able to do any of these tasks. Okay? Compatibility with other integrated products. Let's say you have a vCenter here, and it's a 6.5. Let's say 6.7 itself. Okay. And you are planning for 6.7 to 7.0. You need to check what are all the other components which are connected with vCenter. So things like backup tools will connect to the vCenter and take backup of the VMs. Monitoring tool will connect to the vCenter and try to alert all the alerts will be triggered from vCenter to your email. Okay. And there are other VMware products like VROPS, SRM, okay, other VMware products which will interact with vCenter and collect the data. You need to collect the list of all the integrated products. Examples are, I'm just writing, in some cases they will ask what are the integrated products that you mean. Okay? So they will ask questions like that, like backup tool, monitoring tools, VROPS, SRM, etc. Anything which are connected to vCenter and collect the data. So you need to check the compatibility first. If I have vCenter 6.7, let's say there is a backup tool called Veeam 9.5, version 9.5. This tool will be working with 6.7 vCenter and collecting the data. Veeam backup is happening every day. Once you upgrade vCenter 6.7, this 9.5 should be compatible with 7.0. Otherwise, if not in compatible list, once you upgrade the vCenter, until then the backup was happening every day for the VMs. Now, as there is no compatibility, the backup will not happen. Backup team will complain that I'm not able to backup to you from your vCenter. Can you check what happened to your vCenter? If you check nothing, but we just upgraded without checking the compatibility. Now VM needs to be upgraded. So those kind of things we need to first check. What are all the tools which are connected to our vCenter and collecting the data? So examples are like this. Okay. So we'll just show you how to check the compatibility. So vCenter compatibility, no, it's not matrix, with Veeam. If it is third party, you have to just type like this. Veeam is some different company's tool, right? It's not VMware tool. So you need to go to Veeam website only. Okay, Veeam website. Click here. Here, Veeam backup and duplication support for VMware vSphere. So here you can check. This is vSphere version. That means our vCenter version, and this is the Veeam version. Okay. So if you are upgrading vCenter to 7.0, 7, okay, at least 7, the minimum Veeam version should be 10. If you have Veeam 9.5, it will not support with 7. Okay. Here you can check, but don't blindly believe the third-party website. You have to go to either you are checking vCenter compatibility with Veeam product. You need to trust either Veeam or VMware. Don't blindly check the third-party website. First, you check. If you're not, you definitely will get information. If not, then you go for third-party website. Otherwise, trust the official vendor. Official vendor will give you the better information than anyone else. Okay, clear? No. So same way, if it is a VROPS, SRM or VMware tools, if you want to check VMware tools compatibility, so here there is another website called VMware compatibility metrics. When you just type VMware or vCenter, VMware compatibility metrics, first link itself, click on it. No, this is not. So interoperability metrics, that compatibility is for hardware. Interoperability metrics, interopmatrix.vmware.com. This is official VMware website. Here you can check the product. This you should know how to use this interoperability metrics. Here you need to check for VMware vCenter. First one you are checking for VMware vCenter, right? VMware vCenter server. This will help you in day-to-day job. Like when you say like 4 years of experience, you should know how to check the compatibility. Okay. So first vCenter, and here you want to check vRealize operations, correct? VMware vRealize operations. This is VROPS tool. Click on check interoperability. You can check the result here. Okay. If you have a VROPS 8.2, it supports vCenter 7.0 from 6.5 to 7.0. Okay. So you can check like rows and columns you have to match. So 8.5 here, green, 7.0, it supports. Clear? Right. So you have to use this VMware interoperability matrix. Fine. So rows and columns you have to match. If it is green, it is compatible. If it is empty like this, not supported. Fine. And upgrade path also you should know. If you have a vCenter, very older version. Okay. Let's say you have vCenter 6.5. Let's say 6.0. 6.0 to 7.0 directly it is not allowed. If you see here, vCenter 6.0, here it is not allowed to directly upgrade to 7.0. So you need to upgrade it to, where is green here, 6.7 first. From 6.7, where is 6. Here it is allowed. So here, if you see, I'll just snip it. This will help you on day-to-day job. Once you get a job, this information will help you. Okay. So 6.7, where is the green here? Okay, this first green is this one. So 6.7, you can first upgrade to 6.7. Where is 6.7 U3? 6.7 U3 is here. First you upgrade, then you can upgrade to 7.0. Right? So this is called intermediate upgrade. Directly it is not possible to upgrade. It's called intermediate upgrade. You have to go to one step upper, then from there to top. Okay, directly it is not possible. This is upgrade path. If you want to upgrade, even same ESXi, if you want to plan, you can see here. Same way, ESXi, if you have 5.5 or 6.5 also, it is not allowed to directly upgrade to 7.0. You need to go to 6.7, then from 6.7 to 7.0. Okay, you can check this website, interoperability matrix. Fine. So that's the compatibility check, how you can check other third-party tools versus VMware tools also. Then take a backup of the vCenter. You don't need to work with this tool. You have to inform backup tool. You will not need to do this one. You have to request to the backup team that, hey, can you take full backup of my vCenter? I'm going to perform some upgrade. He will take full backup before our task. If something goes bad, we can use restore copy. Snapshot. We will discuss about snapshot later. We have to take snapshot as well. Okay. So once you take snapshot, if there is some problem, we can still revert. We'll see that once we understand snapshot. We can. Application level backup. Okay. So we can. This is our task itself. We need to go to WAMI page or admin page. What is the port number for vCenter admin page? 8046. No. What is the admin port number from remote? WAMI page number, WAMI page port number, or it's called vCenter admin port also. 5480, very important. Login with root and its password. From here, backup. You can click on backup now. It will ask where you want to store. You need to have some FTP location. In your organization, there will be one FTP server. Enter that server IP, port number, and username and password. Once you click on start, it will take the backup of the vCenter. Just here, FTP server name, username, and password. Fine. Okay. Now 443 is vCenter port number. Admin port is 5480. Fine. These are the pre-checks that you need to do before you upgrade your vCenter. Then technical upgrade. So technical upgrade is almost like clicking next, and just you need to enter one password and finish. But here we should know what is the mechanism behind. What is the mechanism behind the vCenter upgrade? So it will happen in two phases. Stage 1 or stage 2, or you can say phase 1. This again. This is the process. We'll see actually what will happen here. Version 6.7 and its IP is 200. Okay. When you want to upgrade your vCenter, only the vCenter version should be upgraded to 7.0. That means finally it should be the VC with 7.0, and it should have all the elements. And I'll say what is the element. 200. It should have same IP as we are connecting today. We should be able to connect with the same name or same IP address. And it should have the same inventory information. That means once you log into this vCenter, right now it is version 6.7. Select the vCenter summary tab. If you scroll a little bit down, version information you can see 6.7. Once you upgrade to 7.0, it should show 7.0 with the same name that you are connecting and same clusters, data centers, host, everything should be as it is. Only here the version should be upgraded, IP and inventory information should be same. Okay, that's what our target here. Target is this one. Okay, this one is the final achievement that we should reach with the same old database information. But there is no in-place upgrade. Directly we cannot upgrade 6.7 directly to 7.0. I mean, from the same machine, it is not possible. So what will happen, right? When you run the upgrade, we will see that how to run the upgrade procedure. Once you run the first step, it will create a new vCenter. Old vCenter will be still running. It will create a new vCenter with a 7.0. You need to run the 7.0 installer, and it will have a new vCenter IP. And in this vCenter, if you log in, there will be nothing. So means no clusters, no data stores, no host, no VMs, nothing. It will be a fresh vCenter. But we want old vCenter, right? All the inventory information should be there. Inventory means this clusters, host, VMs, now. It should be same here as well. And here it's in the database. Every vCenter will have one database. What is the database name? Anyone remember? Database. So in this database, all this inventory information will be stored. Data center name, clusters, what VHS we have enabled on the cluster, okay, host, virtual machines, DRS rules, lot of information will be there on the cluster. All this information will be stored inside the vCenter database. This is old database where our inventory information is stored. If you see this machine, it's a new fresh database. There is nothing. If you log into the vCenter, it will be like this. It's a fresh new vCenter. Here it will be version 7.0. It's of no use. We want our clusters, data centers, host, VM should be visible. Okay. So it is only first step it happened. Second step, phase 2. It will copy the database objects automatically. You don't need to do anything. It will automatically copy the database objects from the old vCenter to the new vCenter. That's why it is taking a new IP. This we will only provide manually. We will provide this new IP 201. Okay, new IP. This new IP and this old IP will communicate and copy the database objects from old database to the new database. This you don't need to do anything. While second phase, you have to click next. It will say first stage is completed. You want to proceed with second stage. Yes, click next. When you click next, it will happen. Okay, it will ask for one password. Old vCenter administrator at vSphere.local password, and we will enter that. Once you enter, it will copy automatically. Once that sales 2 is finished, now it has to swap the IP address. All the vCenter objects are copied here. Our target is reached, but it should have the same IP. But here it has a new IP, right? It will automatically power up this machine. If it is powered on, we cannot use the same IP here. Correct? So once it is IP is used, we should not use it again. That's why, okay, it will power up the old vCenter. That means 200 is free now. Anyone can use. It will automatically change it to 200. Okay, then all the vCenter services will be started here. So now the same machine with IP address 200, same name, version 7.0, we will have all our clusters, database, all our VMs and clusters, data centers as it is visible. That's what we wanted. With same name, same vCenter, version 7.0 with all our inventory information back. So we have achieved that. Okay, this is the vCenter upgrade procedure. If someone asks like what are the pre-checks that you need to do, inform them. Or if someone asks how is the vCenter will be upgraded, you can say it's a two-stage process. First stage, it will copy the database. First stage, it will deploy a new vCenter appliance with a temporary IP, and the second phase, it will copy the database objects from old vCenter to new vCenter, power up the VC, swap the IP, and start the machine. If you can say just this procedure, they will be confident on you. Just 2 lines, okay, max 3 lines. vCenter upgrade process, but its execution is critical. Normally, you will not be even given with this task. Any one person only can do this vCenter upgrade, right? Once you upgrade, you don't need to do it again. It will be after 2 years again. Okay, so you don't need to do it again and again. So only one person will get chance. And if someone asks, have you upgraded? You can say, not in production. In my lab, I have done another procedure to upgrade, pre-checks procedure, and then post-checks. Once the upgrade is completed, you can check whether the same backup tool is getting data or not. You need to talk to the backup admin. Hey, can you check if your backup tool is getting data from our vCenter or not? You can mail or you can ping backup team person in the chat. Okay? And monitoring tool, check whether monitoring tool is getting data or not. VRups, these tools we can only check. Log into that specific tool and check. You don't need to worry about all these things. It's not applicable everywhere. Wherever it is applicable, I'm just saying in advance. If you are really using, then I'll let you know where to check it. If you are in a situation to check that, then I'll help you later. Fine. Okay. So we have to verify back, and if all good, wait for 3 days. Then you can delete this old machine also. It's of no use. Clear? So we'll try to run now. Like we have downloaded the version 7.0 downloads. Okay. So open the installer. Here you can see VCSA UI installer Win32. You can see installer here. Just double click on it. Here there are multiple options. Install, upgrade, migrate and restore. Which one you want me to select? Sure, upgrade. Yeah, so the database name is vPostgres. Anyway, tomorrow I'll tell you again. It's called vPostgres. We see database name. This is the database used in the vCenter. Very important. They will be asking what is the database used. Clear? Okay. So once you run the installer, if you say install, it will be fresh copy of vCenter. We don't want to do the fresh copy. We want to upgrade. So here, if you read this information also, you can understand. Upgrade an existing vCenter to newer version of vCenter. Okay. Migrate from Windows vCenter to Linux vCenter. That we will see later, like during the vCenter architecture. Okay. What is Windows based vCenter? What is Linux based vCenter? Restore. If you only machine is fine, only application is corrupted inside, you can do this restore. Okay. It will restore from the backup that we have taken from this fourth step. If you have taken fourth step, vCenter application level backup, then you can see this restore. If there is any application level issues, they will be restored from your backup. Okay, now we have to select upgrade. Click on upgrade. Okay, that's fine. It will show you the just stage 1. It will deploy the new vCenter. If you read this one also, it's the same thing. First step, it will deploy a new vCenter. Accept the license. So connect source vCenter information we need to give. So it will go and connect to the vCenter and find what is the information available on the source. How big is the inventory? How many resource? How much RAM, CPU, and all we have to collect. 1.200 and port number normal vCenter port only 443. This is normal port, not admin port. Okay, click on connect to the source. It will go and check what is the name of the vCenter, how big is the inventory, okay, version, everything it will collect. So this is source vCenter information 200 443. This is the administrator, and here you have to enter this password. Appliance password is also same. So then ESXi on vCenter or ESXi or vCenter that manages the source. So we have ESXi 192.168 1.240, which will where the VM is running, source vCenter VM is running. This is all about source information only. Okay. Source vCenter and where that vCenter is running. So here if you see in our vCenter, this is a vCenter machine. Okay, its address is 240. It is running on 200, and it's running on the host 240. That's what I have entered here. Okay, source vCenter and source host where the vCenter is running. Next, it will certificate verification. That's fine. Click on as. It's just checking whether it is valid connection or not. Now, where you want to deploy the temporary appliance, this temporary appliance, you can give your vCenter, any vCenter IP or the host IP. So I want to deploy it on the same ESXi host 240. It is allowed same ESXi host. It's a username and password. If you enter vCenter, it's your vCenter username and password. If it is host, root and password. Next, certificate verification, say yes. And now, target vCenter name, VC minus new. We are giving some new vCenter name, VC minus new. Root password, I want to use the same password, Windows 123 at the rate. Fine. You can give the same password or any other password also. That's fine. Next. So it is asking how big vCenter you want to deploy. I have less than 10 hosts only. I will select tiny. Okay. Source machine is running with this information. That's fine. Okay. I want to do a thin disk. Here I will place it in the second data store where there is enough free space. Next. Insufficient disk space. 24 GB is free. It need minimum 25. I'm trying to clean up the inventory so that we get some space. Okay, now it has 50 GB free space. Network, which network it should connect? IP, temporary IP we have to enter. So we have to enter from the same vCenter range 201. Subnet mask /24 gateway 192.168.1.1. DNS IP, it's 150. You know that this is our DNS server. So this temporary information we have to enter. This 201 is temporary IP. It will create a new VM with the 201 because we cannot use the same IP. It's 200 because it's already in use. Okay, summary of the information. Click on finish. So stage one, it's deploying a new vCenter now. Okay, it will take some time to deploy. If you see here, VC minus new will be created now. See, it's creating now. Okay, it will take some time to deploy it completely. Then it will go for stage two. So any question, please let me know now. Okay, so thin disk more like, because we don't have enough space. So it need maybe thin disk we can discuss in next 2 days. What is thin and thick? After that you will understand. Because if you don't select thin provisioning, we need 250 GB free space. Okay, so we don't have that much free space here. Free should be 250. We don't have that much space. We have many VMs are created here. Okay, so that's why when I select thin, it is based on the usage only. It will take 25 GB is enough if I select thin. That's why it is able to proceed now even there is no such free space. And thin and thick we will discuss in 2 days. You will come to know about that. What is thin and thick? And let it go. Meanwhile, we will discuss post upgrade checks. That is also important. They will ask what are the checks that you do after upgradation. Okay. The same thing which we have done. Second one, even before this should be second step. First step is log into the vCenter, verify VC, VC version, inventory. That means whether we have all the hosts or not. Clusters, hosts, VMs, that information you need to check. So whether we have all the information back as before or not. Then compatibility with other integrated products, connectivity with other integrated products you need to check. Pre-checks, upgrade process, post-checks. Theoretically, during interview, if you can answer these steps, is more than enough. Okay. Pre-checks, I'll do these things. Upgrade process happens this way, and post-upgrade, I'll do these things. And you don't need to show them like how to do it. Okay. Even if they do it, just click on upgrade, collect the source information, enter it.
What in case if if we fail to upgrade the version vCenter, what will happen?
Yeah, so we have to understand, we have to find what is the reason for failure. Okay, if you have reached
Okay.
this position, after that it is failing, maybe here you don't have enough free space, meanwhile someone used this space. You need to make sure there is enough free space. And if it is not able to create a virtual machine here, you need to see what is stopping that VM to power on or create. Okay, you need to check that, you can check that logs also. If it fails, immediately it will create a log bundle and it will show here itself. Task is failed. If you want to know what is the reason for failure, open this log bundle. Open that log bundle and check at what stage it failed. And reading the log files, I'll tell you during the troubleshooting topic how to read the logs, how to collect them, and how
Okay.
to read them.
Is there any possibility, miss any cluster, any host, any VM while upgrading one version to another version? No, right?
Upgrade failures?
Like, is there any possibility to miss any cluster, any say host or a VM
No. Once if it is
if it fails?
upgraded successfully, and if you have followed what we have done as of now, properly if you select, there is no possibility of missing the information. If you enter like something like source information wrong or a destination information wrong, let's say you have given a temporary IP where there is no connectivity between this source and destination. First stage it will complete successfully because it is deploying a new vCenter with a new IP. So it will complete successfully. Second step, it will try to contact this IP with this IP. If there is no network connectivity between this IP and this IP, it will fail. Second step, it will fail. That's why we always prefer to select the IP from the same range instead of new range. By mistake, if you select new range, there should be at least connectivity between these two IPs. Over port number 22, it will try to collect over port number 22 and collect the copy the database object. Okay, so normally that's why we place in the same range. If it is 192.168.1 series, you have to take the same IP and make sure while deploying the virtual machine, you select the same network where the old vCenter is connected. Go here, old VC, go to networks, which network is connected. This name you have to select while deploying the virtual. It showed us, right? During the networking page, it showed me that network. You have to select. Someone try to run this installer again. Take the screenshot. I forgot to take the screenshot. Otherwise, it would have been easy to check each step. Okay, what we have entered as of now, right? So that information. Every step, just take a snapshot, screenshot. మీరు DNS records create చేసింది. It's reverse record, pointer record. Then it should not give name issues. DNS server IP maybe wrong ఇచ్చుంటారు 150 ఇచ్చారా వేరే ఇచ్చారు. Either you might be missed pointer record or you missed the DNS IP. So space ఉంది డేటా స్టోర్ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్. ఒకటి DNS నేమ్ ఇష్యూ. DNS నేమ్ కరెక్ట్గా ఉంటే ఇంకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు ఇక్కడ. DNS IP రాంగ్ ఉంది. DNS సర్వర్ IP ఏముంది IP? That's wrong. It's powering on the vCenter in the source vCenter. It will power on now. As of now, it is powered off. It is deployed now. Automatically, it's powered on. Now you can check its monitor once it's powered on. You can see what is happening. Okay, so. Okay, the server is deployed now. Phase 1 is completed. It will try to install some latest patches now automatically. Okay, see here. RPM installation means RPM is nothing but in Linux machine, the latest patches they call RPM packages. Okay, so trying to install the latest patches here.
No, I mean, one clarification, while upgrading this
Yep.
vCenter version. What in case, if we tell to the interviewer, like, I have not I have never get opportunity to, upgrade the vCenter version. Will they accept it, or with four
Yeah,
years
they will
experience,
accept it.
4 or 5 years experience? Okay.
No problem. They will accept it because vCenter is one single component, right? Everybody will not get chance to upgrade it. So if there is a team of five, six or people, okay, there is only one vCenter. So only one person get chance to upgrade it. The senior or who is technically expert in the team normally will prefer to do that. Okay, so everybody will not get chance within 4 or 5 years of experience. So that's why during the interviews you say, I know the upgrade process, pre-checks process and the post-upgrade things I have done in my lab. I didn't get opportunity to upgrade in real time. But if you can do here, practice here, confidently you can say, just practice this one. So most of the people like who learns like us will be saying, I don't have practical experience. I didn't get opportunity. That's common thing to skip. But you have opportunity to upgrade it. Technically, you have lab to upgrade it so that you get good confidence. Confidently, you can say I have upgraded. So you will get better chances than normal people who are attending the interview. Even some real-time guys will not get chance, right? They will also the same answer. So I didn't get opportunity to upgrade the corporate vCenter. So there you get better chances compared to others. Understood my logic?
Yeah, yeah, no.
Normally the vCenter team lead or senior will take it, and host everybody will get chance because there will be more hosts, right? 100 or 200, 300 hosts. So everybody will get chance to. So after this, it will just ask us to click on next button again for stage 2 and enter the same password again, administrator at vsphere.local. That's it. That will take again 30 minutes to copy the database from old machine to the new machine. Okay. So stage 2, it will take 25 to 30 minutes to copy the database. So there will be only one next button and one password we have to enter. And after 30 minutes, your vCenter will be upgraded automatically. Okay. So you can see verify version and old inventory. Okay. So